Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Oh, I can't get over this whole race in Texas. I've been talking about it a lot on Fox News lately. And I've come to the conclusion that James Tallarico cannot win in Texas. And I've heard analysis over and over again from the usual political pundits who told us we would have a President Hillary Clinton and a President Kamala Harris saying that Tallarico has a real shot in the great state of Texas. This guy is so far to the left and so easy to mock that Ken Paxton, warts and all, with President Trump's backing, should win this race 3, 4, 5 points. Just like we saw with Beto O'Rourke, where everybody said, oh, he'll be the next senator of Texas. He'll beat Ted Cruz. Oh, no, he'll be governor. He'll beat Greg Abbott. Whoops, lost both those races. Oh, he'll be president one day. Yeah, lasted a couple of months before he had to drop out. Same thing with Tallarico's worse, actually, than Beto O'Rourke, which is a very, very hard thing to do. Anyway, here he is. Now, remember, he literally is on video saying that he's so proud that his campaign will be the first non-meat campaign in Texas history and that they will only buy vegan products, right? He's on tape saying this. So then when he's called out on this by the Paxton campaign, now you have Tallarico, who's not a very good liar, pretending that he never said such a thing. And here he is in cut number 21. Go.
They're going to throw everything they've got at us. They've already called me a radical leftist. They've already called me a fake Christian. They've even called me a vegan. And those are fighting words in the state of Texas.
Yeah, okay, so let's leave it there. Now, what is with that accent from Tallarico? Those are fighting words in Texas, because he normally doesn't sound like that. And it made me kind of think, hey, Democrats tend to do this whole accents thing when they want to try to appeal to a certain audience by sounding a certain way, even though they don't normally talk that way. And AOC is the queen of the fake accent. And here she is in cut number 15. Go.
When Donald Trump tapped into this idea of make America great again.
That's her normal voice.
There was times of economic opportunity. Wages rose until the 1970s.
I'm proud to be a bartender.
Wait.
Ain't
it's
nothing
the new
wrong
accent.
with that.
What?
There's nothing wrong with working retail, folding clothes for other people to buy.
Bye.
There is nothing wrong with preparing the food that your neighbors will eat.
Oh, that's tremendous. Yeah, the juxtaposition is just so overwhelming. How about Kamala Harris? Now, AOC kind of sells it, right? Where if you didn't know better, you'd be like, maybe she does sound like that. Kamala, no, that's why I call her the human Chernobyl outside of a teleprompter. Cut number 16 and go.
I think it's okay for us to be a bit transactional too. And to say, I'm going to get mine also.
Oh, no. No.
And so don't count on me to be a voter and be the backbone of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, sounds totally sober there. And again, I don't know where that voice came from. It gets worse. Trust me. In cut number 17, we're having some fun today at brunch time. Cut number 17, go.
Hello to all my divine nine brothers and sisters.
Good God.
And my chorus.
Oh, boy.
And to all my HBCU brothers and sisters.
The cackle. You got to love it. And again, saw another poll out yesterday. She is the leader for the Democrat nomination in 2028. Imagine her campaigning for 2 years throughout the primaries and then in general. Think about how she was over just 107 days in 2024, spending all that money, $1.7 billion with a B dollars, only to lose every swing state in the popular vote. ROI, people. Get to know it. Anyway, Hillary Clinton, one of my favorite accents as well. She went down south to a black church, and this goes exactly the way you would expect. Cut number 18, go.
I don't feel no ways tired. I've come too far
Where, Illinois?
He told me that the road would be easy.
Not good, not good.
I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
My hair hurts from having heard that again. And people clap. Again, I don't understand these audiences. Wouldn't you be remotely insulted if somebody talked to you that way when you know, Hillary, you're from Illinois and then Arkansas. You don't sound like this. Stop pandering with a P. Speaking of pandering, yeah, we got Gavin Newsom, who decided to try to sound black one time because he was on a all-black podcast, Up in Smoke, I believe it's called, a couple of former NBA players. And again, these guys interviewing him, I think they're somewhat smart. When they call him out, I'm like, hey, Gavin, you sound a lot different than you normally do. Why are you talking like that? Nope. They laugh right along and cut number 19 go.
But also, it was also about paying the bills, man. Oh. It was just like hustling. And so I was out there kind of raising myself, turning on the TV, started, just getting obsessed, sitting there with the Wonder Bread and 5 stacks of,
it's like the White Stack Five story.
Come on.
What the actual hell? And again, he's number 2 for the nomination right now, Gavin Newsom, which I still have him as the favorite, for lack of a better term, because the guy can lie better than anyone and looks the part. And some people out there are stupid enough to say, good enough. What about his record in California? Highest homeless rate, highest poverty rate, tent cities that deserve their own zip codes, his handling of the wildfires. What about all that? Does that count? No, of course not. It's, hey, defeat, I guess Trump. Can't run against Trump because that's all he talks about. So I guess he'll try to paint J.D. Vance and or Marco Rubio as the next coming of Trump, but worse than Trump. Trust me, you're going to start hearing that analysis once it gets decided between Marco and JD who the nominee is going to be, and it's up to them. I mean, of course, it's up to voters, but let's face it. JD Vance runs. Marco Rubio will not run against him. Will probably be his vice president. Okay, JD Vance doesn't run, which is what I think is going to happen, because when you're 41 years old and you got a 4th kid on the way, and you have plenty of young kids at home, and you got this really long runway, why not hand it over to Marco, who would be the better candidate, who would be, I think, unbeatable, quite frankly. And in 15 years, when your kids are grown up, 20 years, you're still only 60, which is young these days for running for president. And J.D. Vance very easily can step in and do that, and then maybe in the meantime serve in Marco's cabinet as Secretary of State or any job he wants, quite frankly. So I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Meanwhile, our friend Brianna Lyman, she's been on this show before. She's from The Federalist. She got to do the man on the street interview thing for Hannity, which I've been asked to do in the past. Always fun. And she went to AOC's district and asked supporters of AOC, what's something that you like that AOC has done for this community? And the answers are, well, not good. Cut number 20, go.
Did you vote for AOC?
Yes.
What is one thing that AOC has done that you like?
I don't know that I could. I don't pay attention to those particular details, but
Why?
I can't. I don't know that I can think of something. I'm sorry.
Did you vote for AOC?
Yes.
All right. What is one thing that she's done that you really like?
I don't remember anymore.
You don't remember because nothing exists. She hasn't sponsored or co-sponsored one bill that has even made it to the floor in Congress. Never even made it to the floor. Think about this. And her only accomplishment that she still brags about to this day is making sure Amazon didn't come to her district. Second headquarters. 25,000 jobs. $150,000 average salary. And she made sure that didn't happen. Because she was dumb enough to make this argument that, well, Governor Cuomo at the time and Mayor de Blasio at the time were offering something like $4 billion in tax breaks if Amazon came to New York City. Okay. And she makes the argument that, no, we should take that $4 billion and instead invest in making the subways better and making the city cleaner, all this stuff. like as if like the $4 billion is some sort of magical pot that exists somewhere, like a treasure chest, and then you could just allocate that money any way you want. What she failed to argue, because she can't, because she's economically illiterate, despite being a business major, I believe, at Boston University, is the fact that Amazon was offered the $4 billion, but the tax revenue that they would create as a result of all those jobs, of that headquarters being here, would be $29 billion. Oh, so that is a net gain of 29 minus 4 is $25 billion. And she made sure it didn't happen. And that's why, ask anyone if they support AOC, okay, what has she accomplished? And not, oh, well, you know, she's fighting the oligarchy. I don't think counts, especially when she flies private to these events. Private jets. You know what those cost per hour? $15,000 minimum. And she has the audacity to say she's working for the working class. She is the champion of those who are having trouble getting by and affording things while she flies private. Oh, by the way, not very good for the climate. Not very good for the earth that she says will cease to exist by 2031. How's that prediction going? Anyway, this is Joe Concha. This is the Tunnel to Towers Foundation Sunday morning show. Back with so much more in just a moment.
It's the Joe Concha Tunnel to Towers Foundation Sunday morning show.